it was just because I'm nervous. But there wasn't any emotional excitement to go along with that. There wasn't any rise in my energy or my passion. It became almost a drain. Well, I know that to not be right. I need to examine why it is this is not getting me pumped up and ready to go in the morning, or why I'm feeling irritable about it, or why is there an energy drain here?
I think, one of the things that I'm just learning too more, going back to the feelings that you have, like when you get up in the morning and where you're at, is if I feel that I'm fairly centered, I'm not responding or reacting to something, and I have that feeling of, this just doesn't feel right for whatever reason, now I really act on that. I listen to that, and I don't feel I need to have an answer for it anymore, because sometimes it may affect other people. And it's not being, to me, I define that as a healthy selfishness. It's being able to say, this isn't feeling right, and I am trusting my experience is leading to me that feeling, and I can't give you an exact reason, but this is what I need to do. Again, knowing, you're not reacting and coming from a different place, maybe. And it feels really good. I can't believe how empowering that is, ultimately, to be able to begin to learn to act on that. It really is very empowering.
It is. So. It is. Helps to maintain some healthy boundaries and keep you clear and open and grounded and directed. Having living your life directed that day. Absolutely. I try to make a point of starting out my day with a little bit of meditation, just silencing myself and bringing my energy down, grounding myself before I go on. I don't always get to it. I don't always do it in the morning. That needs to become a habit. Absolutely needs to become a habit. And to stay focused in that place, because where I want to be, and we talked about this a little bit this morning, it's where I want to be. When I start to feel stressed or frustrated or irritable with whatever, it starts to irritate me and my mind starts to go, I try to bring that back to, this is what I want to feel. What I want to feel is, I want to be love, I want to be peace, I want to be kind, I want to be successful, I want to be pleasant, I want to, I just want to be happy.
Yeah, I don't want the negative energy drain.
So
hangover from negative feelings.
Right. So in that, I'm watching my language that I say to myself. I twist that language back and to what I do want.
And that is something you and I have talked quite a lot about. I had mentioned, I think before, that I had a fabulous executive coaching experience, and I walked through this with my staff. I definitely walk through this every single day. And at first it was very contrived to me. I will put it out there. This was so contrived for me to force myself to do this. But after a while, it became a really positive behavior, and it made me feel good. It made others. But it is listing all those, how you state things in the negative and force yourself to state it in the positive.
Yeah.
And it is a difficult exercise. It's not that I was always negative, but it's easier to say, I don't want you to do this. And that goes back to what you had mentioned, the psychology of commands. Don't run across the street, and the brain hears run across the street.
Yeah.
So not only is that a running around in circles trying to accomplish things, but it really is a great exercise to, write it down even and go, I need to say this to this person, but I'm going to have to, every single word is going to have to be in the affirmative. So I'm saying, I need this versus I don't want you. I need this, or I would like to see if this versus we can't go there, and I'm talking more professionally speaking. But it really makes a difference in people obviously being receptive, and ultimately that's what you'd like in certain situations professionally. But it really affects then, after a while, how I respond to everything. And it is an element of sharing peace then, too.
Well, we need to take a commercial break now, but we will come back to that. This is News Talk 1090 WKBZ, Authentically Speaking with Mirni.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sherry John Brown come for you?
Call Bad Boys Bail Bonds, open 24/7, 365 days a year. Agents statewide and nationwide. We do 10% bonds for less. Call toll-free 866-728-6400. And remember, if we can't get you out, you ain't getting out. Payment plans available. Call now, 866-728-6400.
Sail on into Crosswinds, Whitehall's favorite lakeside restaurant. Take your seat and enjoy views of the lake from the comfort of our dining room or the waterside deck. Our chefs have created a playful menu of offerings such as fresh fish, steaks, delicious salads, and gourmet burgers to tempt your palate, all of which are made of fresh ingredients from local farms. Refreshing signature cocktails and a food-friendly wine and beer list are also available. Boaters, call ahead and we will have your order ready for pickup, or allow us to deliver it to you dockside. As our guests, you can expect friendly service and a relaxing, memorable dining experience. So set sail to Crosswinds and let the breeze bring you here.
Classic Computer Sales and Service. They buy, sell, trade, repair, and upgrade. New custom-built computers, 3-year guarantee, excludes laptops. Or your computer tuned up with more memory, hard drive, or maybe a DVD burner installed for $49.95. Need cables, power supply, or get the computer built the way you want it. You can do it at Classic Computer in their new location, 1921 Apple Avenue, Suite B. Call 773-5957. Classic Computer with hometown quality service.
Make a run for the border. Taco Bell is waiting to cook for you. Delicious tacos, nachos, chalupas, gorditas, quesadillas, or try their famous grilled stuffed burrito for only $1.99. Make it a combo for only $3.49. Their large variety includes specialties, combos, supreme, salads, and kids' meals. Taco Bell, the best fast food north of the border. So walk in or drive up. Visit all of the Taco Bells in West Michigan. Open Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Taco Bell's open Fridays and Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 1 a.m.
I'm running for Circuit Court Judge in the 14th Circuit for the state of Michigan. I have been a neutral, that's the person in the center like a judge, Circuit Court case evaluator for 29 years. I have been trained and certified as a Circuit Court mediator for 11 years, and I am on the roster or panel in numerous courts throughout the state of Michigan where Circuit Court judges appoint me to be the mediator to attempt to resolve issues that are in litigation in circuit court. I've been doing that for 11 years now. Most of my work has been with the American Arbitration Association. So parties in a dispute will go to the American Arbitration Association and say, we have this matter that we want decided and we want to hire our own judge to make the decision in this case. I am one of those judges, and I have been doing this for 15 years.
Paid for by the committee to elect David Wells for Circuit Court Judge. Olson's has been around since Tom's grandfather started it in 1885, selling pianos, organs, and sewing machines. And let's not forget about steamship tickets. After electricity, they've been known around the Muskegon area for their name brand appliances like LG and Whirlpool. Olson's at 881 Laketon are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Olson's also has great flat screens, great prices, knowledgeable service techs, manufacturer warranty, local delivery, hauling away old appliances, and hookup. Need appliance repair? Call Olson's experienced and honest technicians for the best value in town. So call a local business that's been in Muskegon since before electricity. Olson's, a local name you can trust. 881 Laketon, open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Or call 722-2458. Olson's.
At Little River,
More fun than ever.
this month celebrate the beginning of summer with a $150,000 summer sweepstakes. Come for huge cash drawings every Thursday and 2 special Saturday drawings June 16th and June 30th worth a total of $100,000. Win entries every day plus 50 bonus entries Saturday, June 2nd, 9th, and 23rd at any promo kiosk. Then be here to win big Saturday, June 16th and again on the 30th. Dive into summer with loads of cash in our $150,000 summer sweepstakes. Play Sunday through Thursday and get points for gas. Plus, get 3 times points every Sunday. Mondays play Bull Rider kiosks for food and river credits. Tuesdays get floor-wide pinball payouts all day. Wednesdays come in for Club 55. And Fridays take advantage of BOGO Buffet. Check LICR.com for promo details.
More fun than ever.
This is News Talk 1090, Talk of Muskegon, Authentically Speaking with Mirni, and we're back. During break we were talking about, this is something that was just really important to me at the end of the shows. I really want to be able to give people something to use throughout the week. It's okay for us to sit here and talk about this and people start to relate. They feel great because somebody's talking about something they may be experiencing, but let's give them something to walk away with that they can put to practice this week until next week, and we can come back with something else. But let's give them something. So we talked about the passion test.
Yes.
That was your label for it, and you had a different explanation, and then I had one and that I've heard, and they were the same things. It was really cool. But I'd like to encourage people to sit down every day, do 5 minutes of daydreaming. But before they go into that this week, ask yourselves if your excuses didn't exist. So let's say if it wasn't a matter of money, if it wasn't a matter of your relationships or people in your life or whatever the excuses that we use, because they are excuses.
It's a very cerebral academic part of us.
Yeah, all excuses. I know everybody can sit there and say, yeah, but. Yeah, well, get rid of the buts. Get rid of the buts. Get rid of those excuses for a minute to go into your daydream. If there were no limitations whatsoever, no obstacles whatsoever, what would you be doing? Start your daydream with that. There are no limitations, no boundaries, no obstacles. Pretend for a moment that none of those things existed. Then go into your daydream. It helps clear that blockage. It helps, it helps you to expand your thoughts. And then free flow it. Just daydream. What would it feel like if it's money that you're concerned about or that you really want? If you had all of that, what would it feel like? Allow yourself to feel. Emotion is a huge component to the creation process. You have to be able to see yourself having it, see yourself doing it, and feeling it. You have to be able to experience it to be able to attract that. It does work. Because you start to focus in different places in your life. You start to behave a little differently because you're going to have to change behaviors to be in those places. You can't have the same behaviors you have right now. So to start there, use that passion test.
I think that, and stepping back just before you allow yourself to do this, I know that in my critical mind, you can kind of go, this sounds so great, but, the buts come in. But I really want to throw out something very simple that probably has happened to all of us. It's not necessarily the most positive example, but it's like, when you're not feeling well or you have an upset stomach, for some reason you notice every single commercial about food. Or if you're driving down the street, you notice every single fast food. Or if you have a headache, you notice every single loud noise or every single variation in voice that isn't fitting real well in your ears. So we do this every day. Right. So to allow yourself to do this, it's very real. It's not, it's not so out there that I want people to shut down. Again, for those that are just beginning on their journey, I always say I'm sort of the reality check here because I'm kind of coming along this and you're helping me with this. But it's just like that. When you start writing down things like you're talking about, give yourself the time to daydream and write it down. You are going to be more aware of things in your everyday life that orient themselves around that. It just happens.
Well, and I think this is, sorry to interrupt,
no.
But I think that this whole daydreaming process is crucial to, we've known people, I know I've been in this place before, where I couldn't have defined what I did want. Really didn't know. My life was starting at one point, felt like from scratch all over again. How I knew life was changing dramatically. So everything was going to change. My career direction, my, where I was going to live, everything was changing at once at one point. And I couldn't have sat down